Welcome back. Today, we're tackling the one dish everyone thinks they can cook. Eggs, but most get wrong. Eggs seem simple, but I see them ruined every day. Rubbery, bland, overcooked. It's time to stop making these mistakes. I'll walk you through the 7 deadly sins of cooking eggs, from pan heat to the final second. By the end, you'll cook eggs like a pro. Grab a notepad and pay attention. Let's get it right, once and for all. First up, let's talk about heat. It's the single most important factor when it comes to cooking eggs, and yet it's the one thing most people get wrong right from the start. Get this wrong, and you're doomed. There's no coming back from burnt, rubbery eggs. You can add all the cheese, herbs, or fancy toppings you want, but if you scorch your eggs, you've already lost the battle. Cranking the heat to max? Stop! Eggs are delicate, not meant for a fiery inferno. When you blast them with high heat, you're not just speeding things up, you're destroying their texture and flavor. High heat shocks the proteins, turning eggs tough and rubbery. Instead of a soft, creamy bite, you get something closer to a kitchen sponge. Not exactly appetizing, right? For scrambled eggs, here's a pro tip. Start with a cold pan. Pour your eggs in before you even turn on the heat. This gentle approach lets the eggs warm up slowly, giving you more control over the cooking process. Cook low and slow. This is the secret to creamy, soft curds, not dry lumps. Stir gently and patiently, letting the eggs set up gradually. You'll be amazed at the difference. For fried eggs or omelets, use medium-low heat. Let the pan warm gently before adding your eggs. This way, the whites set softly, and the yolks stay gloriously runny. Add your fat, whether it's butter or oil, once the pan is just warm. If it starts to smoke, it's way too hot. Turn it down, and let it cool for a moment before adding your eggs. Gentle heat gives you control and time to perfect the texture. You can watch the transformation, adjusting as you go, instead of frantically trying to save eggs that are cooking too fast. High heat is a crash waiting to happen. It's like driving a sports car at full speed through a crowded street. Something's going to go wrong, and fast. You'll see the difference immediately. Tender whites, runny yolks, velvety scrambles. The color is brighter, the texture is smoother, and the taste is miles ahead. It's not about speed, it's about technique. Cooking eggs is a lesson in patience and attention. The more care you give, the better the result. A little patience transforms your eggs from ordinary to extraordinary. Slow-cooked eggs are creamy, luscious, and full of flavor, while rushed eggs are dry and bland. Treat your eggs with respect, gentle heat, constant attention. Think of it as a meditation, focus on the process, and you'll be rewarded with perfection on your plate. Master this, and you're halfway to egg perfection. Once you nail the heat, everything else falls into place. Seasoning, add-ins, even plating. No more blasting the heat. Resist the urge to rush. Your eggs and your taste buds will thank you. Promise me you'll never scorch your eggs again. Make it your kitchen mantra. Low and slow. Always. Now let's move on before these ones get cold. Remember, the journey to perfect eggs starts with mastering the heat. Take your time, enjoy the process, and savor the results. Your breakfast will never be the same again. Let's talk seasoning, specifically salt. Adding salt too early breaks down the eggs, making them watery and tough. For scrambled eggs, season at the very end, off the heat. Stir in salt and pepper gently for maximum flavor and perfect texture. For fried eggs, season once the white starts to set in the pan. Omelets, sprinkle salt and pepper as the base sets before folding. Salt isn't just flavor, it changes the structure. Timing is everything. Season at the right moment, and your eggs will be creamy, not sloppy. It's a small change with a huge impact. Don't be sloppy, season smart. That's the chef's touch. Let's keep going. Overcooking, eggs' worst enemy. It's the #1 reason your breakfast dreams turn into a chewy, disappointing mess. Eggs are delicate, and just a few seconds too long on the heat can transform them from soft and luscious to rubbery and dry. If you've ever wondered why your eggs taste tough or look unappetizing, overcooking is almost always the culprit. Dry scrambles, hard yolks, tough omelets. Don't do it. Compare a plate of dry, crumbly scrambled eggs to one with a creamy, custardy texture. The difference is night and day, and it all comes down to timing and attention. Remember, eggs keep cooking after you take them off the heat. This is called carryover cooking, and it's your secret weapon for perfect eggs. The residual heat in the pan continues to gently cook the eggs, so if you wait until they look fully done, you've already gone too far. For scrambled eggs, pull them off the heat when they're still a bit loose and slightly underdone. Trust the process. Carryover heat will finish the job, giving you that soft, creamy texture every time. Stir gently, and let them rest for a moment before serving. For fried eggs, keep a close eye on the whites. You want them set sad nut. Pake. But the yolk should still have a beautiful wobble. That's the sign of a perfectly cooked fried egg, firm enough to hold together, but with a rich, runny center. If the top of your fried egg needs a little help setting, baste it with hot fat. A spoonful of sizzling butter or oil over the yolk will gently cook the surface without turning the yolk solid. This technique keeps everything tender and flavorful. Omelets should be pale yellow and just set, never brown and dry. A classic French omelet is creamy in the center, with a delicate barely there texture. If your omelet is tough or leathery, it's been on the heat too long. Visual cues matter. Look for a creamy sheen on scrambled eggs, set whites on fried eggs, and a glossy surface on omelets. These are your signals to stop cooking. Don't hesitate. Pull eggs early, and let the residual heat work its magic. Remember, rubber belongs on tires, not your plate. Overcooked eggs are tough, chewy, and simply not worth eating. Don't be afraid to toss them and start over if you've gone too far. Be brave, respect carryover cooking, and trust your instincts. Cooking eggs is about confidence and timing. Watch them closely, and don't walk away from the stove. Perfect eggs are tender, moist, and absolutely delicious. They should melt in your mouth, not fight back. Stop serving disappointment. Aim for eggs that make you proud every single time. Cook with confidence and timing. Set a timer if you need to, and remember that eggs cook quickly. A little focus goes a long way toward breakfast perfection. Don't overcook the bloody eggs. With a little care and attention, you'll never have to eat rubbery eggs again. Treat your eggs right, and they'll reward you with flavor and texture that's second to none. Let's talk pans. The wrong pan ruins even the best eggs. Non-stick is your best friend. No sticking, no tearing, no frustration. If your non-stick is scratched, toss it. Scratches trap eggs and ruin texture. Use silicone or rubber utensils, never metal. Don't put your non-stick in the dishwasher. Treat it well. No non-stick. A well-seasoned cast iron or carbon steel works, but only if it's truly seasoned. Pan size matters. Use an 8-inch for 2-3 egg omelets. The right pan makes eggs a joy, not a battle. Don't sabotage your breakfast with bad equipment. Invest in a good pan and care for it. You'll see the difference instantly. Get the right tools. No more excuses. Cracking eggs. Sounds simple, right? But here's the thing. Most people are doing it wrong and they don't even realize it. You might think it's just a quick tap and you're done, but the way you crack your eggs can make a huge difference in your cooking experience. Let's break down why your technique matters and how you can instantly upgrade your breakfast game. If you're cracking your eggs on the rim of your pan, stop right now. This is one of the most common mistakes. When you hit the egg on a sharp edge, you're actually pushing tiny shell fragments into the egg white and yolk. That's how you end up with those annoying little bits of shell in your food, and sometimes, you even break the yolk before it hits the pan. Not to mention, it can make a mess on your stovetop. The best way to crack an egg is on a flat surface, like your countertop. Give it a firm, even tap, then gently pull the shell apart over a small bowl or ramekin. This method helps you avoid shell fragments and keeps the yolk intact. Plus, it's a lot cleaner and more controlled. Cracking into a separate bowl isn't just for fancy chefs, it's a smart move for everyone. It lets you check for any sneaky shell bits, or worse, a bad egg, before it ruins your whole dish. Imagine pouring a rotten egg straight into your cake batter or frying pan. Yikes. This simple step can save you from wasted ingredients and disappointment. If you do spot a piece of shell, don't panic. The easiest way to fish it out is with a larger piece of eggshell. The shell acts like a magnet, slicing right through the egg white and grabbing the fragment with ease. No more chasing slippery bits around with your fingers or a spoon. Once you've checked your egg and it's perfect, only then should you add it to your main bowl or directly into the pan. This way, you're always in control, and you know exactly what's going into your food. For fried eggs, pouring from a bowl gives you total control over where the egg lands. You can center the yolk perfectly, avoid splashes, and make sure the whites spread evenly. It's a small detail, but it makes your eggs look and cook better every time. Taking this tiny extra step can save your breakfast from disaster. No more gritty surprises, no more wasted batches, and no more frustration. You'll enjoy a smoother, tastier meal every time. So remember, crack, inspect, then cook. It's a simple habit that pays off big time. Your eggs will be shell-free, your dishes will be flawless, and you'll never have to worry about biting down on a crunchy bit again. Start thinking like a chef, not a rookie. Professional cooks always crack eggs this way because it's reliable, efficient, and keeps their food top-notch. If you want to level up your kitchen skills, this is where you start. Make this your new habit. Your eggs, your recipes, and even your teeth will thank you. Happy cracking! Scrambled eggs and omelets need air for fluffiness. Lazy whisking means dense, streaky eggs. Whisk to fully combine yolks and whites and to incorporate air. Use a proper whisk in a big bowl. Give yourself room. Whisk vigorously until the mixture is pale yellow and frothy. That froth is your secret to light, airy eggs. A fork works in a pinch, but a whisk is best. If you use a fork, beat with energy. Proper whisking means no rubbery bits or streaks. Smooth mixture in the bowl equals smooth eggs on the plate. Whisk with intent. Don't be lazy. Your reward? The fluffiest, most tender eggs ever. Step up your whisking game. The final mistake: impatience. You've cooked perfect eggs, but you dig in immediately. Let your eggs rest for a moment. Carry-over cooking finishes the job. For scrambles, let them sit off the heat for 30 seconds before plating. Omelets, rest on the plate for half a minute to set the center. Even fried eggs benefit from a brief pause. Resting lets the texture settle and moisture reabsorb. It's a tiny detail that makes a huge difference. Let your eggs catch their breath. Be patient. Let them rest. That's the final touch of a great cook. There you have it. 7 mistakes holding you back from egg perfection. Follow these rules and transform your eggs forever. No more rubbery scrambles or broken yolks. Be patient, season right, pull them early, use the right pan, and let them rest. Taste how incredible eggs can be with a little knowledge. If this helped, like, comment, and subscribe for more no-nonsense cooking advice. Now get in the kitchen. Enjoy perfect eggs every time.